Welcome everybody to your pick a card. Who will your next love be? For those of you who are new to pick a card, just select the heart that speaks to you the most. So either heart 1, 2, 3 or 4. You'll find the timestamps in the description box below as well as in the pinned comments. Then just click the timestamp that correlates to your favorite heart and we can begin the reading. So enjoy, and I will see you during the timestamps. Welcome everybody who picked heart number 1. We are going to start your reading with a tarot spread just to get an idea about this person, maybe some background information, where they're coming from, what they're looking for, just to get an idea about them. And then we're going to take a much further detailed look in terms of their appearance, their personality, their likes, their lifestyle, their love language. We're really going to go deep to get a really good idea about them. So these are the cards that popped out. So I'm going to take all of them and we're going to get an idea about this person. Okay. Right, so let's see what we have here. Okay, this person has been is going through or has recently been through quite a turbulent time in terms of anxiety, concern, worry. Something has really been keeping them up at night. They've been very, very anxious. They're probably some kind of a business leader in their field. They're quite prominent in their community, but something has been keeping them up at night, worrying them, playing on their mind. I think finding the right person for them, the right partner, is quite important at this stage. It's definitely on their mind, and they definitely looking for somebody to be their perfect match, like the queen to their king, really the queen to their king. And they want somebody who is very emotionally available, somebody who's going to show their love to him or her, somebody who's going to is not afraid to express themselves, who is loving, caring, nurturing, very tapped into the self-care of another person and very aware. This is very appealing to that person. Very, very appealing. I do believe he or she is quite well-traveled. They're quite well-known. Definitely well-known. I think they've gone through quite a rough period. It doesn't necessarily have to be in love, but they've definitely, it might even just be in terms of business or in something. They've come out okay, but they're feeling quite like battle fatigued from it. They're feeling quite exhausted about what they've been through. It's not sitting with them well. Perhaps they had to retrench people, or they had to restructure. They had to make some changes that is not sitting with them well. And they also really are aware that they don't want to continue being alone. That no matter what you go through in life, and no matter how hard it is, if you have that one person you can turn to and trust and speak to, makes everything so much better. So this person is really has come to this full awareness that they know exactly what they need. They know exactly what they need, and they're looking for a very emotionally available person, and somebody who's going to be there for them in a very, I don't want to say in like a motherly love, but in a really, really, nurturing, loving, caring. I think, like, to give you an example, I think when this person gets sick, they want someone to make a fuss of them. They really want someone to make a fuss of them, bring them soup, tuck them in. They want that real nurturing love that you get from a partner, be it a man or a woman. So that is what they're really, really looking for. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take my own cards to get a better idea what this person physically looks like. So let's start with these cards. This is going to give us an idea of their physical appearance. Start with this card. Okay, so this obviously applies for men. They're going to have facial hair. So that could be anything just from a, that rugged overgrowth to proper, moustache and beard. Okay. They will probably have blue eyes. Let's see what else we can get. They're definitely going to be very tall. They're definitely on the tall side. They're definitely on the tall side. Let's put that there so you can see it. Their hair is probably going to be auburn. So that's like, light brownish, reddish on that kind of color. Let's see if we can get one more on their appearance. One more on their appearance. Okay, and so if he's a man, he could also have the possibility of either being bald, completely bald, or a little bald, or he could have like a shaved head, that shaved head with that like rugged kind of overgrowth. So that's what we're looking at in terms of appearance. Now I'm going to take a look at what he or she what they like to do when they go out. What are their favorite things to eat and drink when they go out? Let's have a look at this. Okay. We've got sushi. They love their coffee. So if you're a coffee drinker, they're going to be right up there with you, probably always looking for the best coffee in the neighborhood or having their favorite coffee place, and quite the coffee connoisseur. They like a pizza. Two more. So sushi, pizza, coffee. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, they're also up for every now and then a nice junk food binge. So burger and chips, a pizza. They're not afraid of having a little bit of a splurge on the junk food. Okay, one more. And they've got a sweet tooth. So there you go. So this person's probably very happy to go out for coffee and a cake and a dessert. Love their sushi and a big coffee connoisseur. I'm just going to move this to the side. We are now going to take a look at lifestyle. Let's see what gets them going in terms of lifestyle. Okay, first one that comes up is the island. So this person loves an island getaway and probably also has a great love of the beach and sea sports. So when they go to an island resort or a retreat, they're probably very happy to either just lie on the beach, read, swim, and probably also partake in any of the water sports, being it yachting, kayaking, scuba diving, anything like that. Okay, they probably have a dog and are great dog lovers. So for all the animal lovers out there, that's a really good sign. Take this one to pop out. They love to travel. So that could be anything from a road trip, weekend getaway, to a proper like island retreat abroad. They love to travel and explore. They love bowling. Okay, let's see what else we can get in terms of lifestyle. I'll take a little bit, 2 or 3 more here. Okay, they love to go to the movies. They love movies, probably something on the movies, going out, getting a popcorn, sitting together, holding hands, and watching a good movie on the big screen. And we're going to take one more. Oops, too many there. So let me just put that back there. Let's take one more for the lifestyle. What do we have here? Okay, and they're also quite fond of adventure travel. They're quite fond of adventure travel. They can go and backpack for the weekend, explore nature. They probably, maybe even if it's not even an overnight, but they're very happy to get out into nature, do a nice trek, a nice trail, have a picnic. They love a little bit of the outdoors exploration. So that's what we have in terms of their lifestyle. I'm going to just move this. And now we are going to get an idea about what profession they could be in. So let's have a look. Now I'm going to take more than one because obviously this is speaking to a lot of people. So we're going to have, we'll probably take 2 or 3 to give an idea in terms of what industries they could be in. Okay, so they could definitely be working in one of the civil departments, like a firefighter, police force, anything to that kind of works for the city, anything that can be in something in terms of protecting the community. They can definitely work in something like that. Yeah, we've got the detective, so that kind of, correlates with that. They could definitely be in law, something in terms of detective work, police work, that kind of line. Okay, so we definitely have somebody who has a strong sense of community and wants to serve and protect. This also could be, when we say civil, it could also be maybe even a military person, somebody in the military, just somebody who really wants to protect their country and community. And then I have the architect. This is the architect card. So somebody who's maybe into city planning, designing, interior designing, architect, anything to do with that kind of line. They could be in there as well. I'm going to take one more for this. One more for this one in terms of. And whatever they're doing very well. This is my card that says they're doing very well in whatever their given profession is. They are, at the moment, they're excelling. Right. So now, what we're going to look at now is their love language. We're going to look at their love language. How do they express themselves in love? How are they going to express themselves in your relationship? Let's take these 2. Okay, so this card says they're going to love to do something with you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be dancing. They're going to want to find something that you can do together on like a weekly or monthly basis. So be it like salsa dancing or ballroom dancing, cooking, or even a sport. They want something that you can do together, something that you're both going to really get involved in and really, really enjoy. They're going to that's something they'll really want to do, that you can have your thing together, which is really nice because it's just you and the person and you find your way together. Okay, they're also going to be extremely affectionate and physically attracted to you. There's going to be a lot of physical affection, and it's not only in the bedroom. I'm talking about holding hands, hugging you, giving you a kiss, stroking your hair. There's going to be in public. There's going to be this person's not afraid of a bit of public affection. And of course, I don't mean that going overboard, but certainly, he wants the world to know and the world to see that how much they really love you. They are also very, very content just to go to the park, take your books, sit on a bench, may have a picnic and read your books. This is such a nice card because it is my card of the comfortable silence. You feel so comfortable with this person and so content together that you can sit for hours just reading a book, being quiet, looking at the scenery, maybe, drinking a glass of wine, and you don't have to speak. You don't have the need to make conversation all the time. You're completely relaxed and completely at ease with one another. Okay, let's take another 2 cards for their love language. Okay, so this is my card that tells me that you're going to probably have a lot of texts back and forward, in either like fun, light-hearted flirting, maybe in the beginning, and it will probably continue for a while into the relationship, like during the day, just like, I don't know, I'm just giving examples here, guys. So like a heart and I'm missing you, sweetie, can't wait to see you tonight. I think there will be a lot of communication on via phone, via mobile. All right, let's see one more on the love language. Okay, and this person is going to love to cook for you. They're going to love to prepare food for you. They're going to make and quickly find out what your favorite food is, or they're going to try and prepare their favorite food, and they want you to enjoy. They want you to prepare. They want to prepare, and they want you to enjoy what they prepare for you. And they're going to go to great pains, to put the right amount of spices and the right texture. They really want to spoil you this way in terms of treating you by making your favorite food. So there we go. I hope you can see everything, guys. Okay. Right. Now we're just going to take some cards to get a better idea about his or her personality. So now we're going to get an idea about their personality. Right. Okay, so this one just confirms that there is a lot of physical attraction and physical affection. They're very, very attracted to you. They're quite shy, believe it or not, which is quite a contradiction, because here I'm saying that they're quite, amorous and holding hands and stroking your hair in public. But actually, inside there's definitely like a shyness, and that will probably, they'll overcome that within time. So initially, if there is not this a lot of like hand holding or putting their arm around you, it's probably just because they're shy in the beginning. But as soon as they get confident and comfortable in the relationship, you can expect that this more affectionate, amorous side will come out. Okay, they are quite taken with you. This is my smitten card. Like they're just like gaga over you, googly-eyed over you. So they're going to be really, really enamored with you. Really enamored with you. Let's see if we can get one or two more. This is a very, very happy person. They especially in this relationship, they're going to be very, very positive, very upbeat. They're going to always see the glass full as compared to the glass empty. Their whole outlook is light and bright, and wow, what's today going to bring? I mean, that is really a wonderful energy to be around. It's very, very infectious. Let's get one more. Okay, so this card is telling me that they're actually quite amazed that you actually agreed to go out with them, and that this relationship is going so well. They dreamt about it, they wanted it, and now they're like, wow, he or she really likes me. That's like, how lucky am I? It's the how lucky am I card. So there you have it, guys. That group number 1, that is your reading about your next love coming in. I wish you all the very, very best, and please take care of yourselves. Number 2, for those of you who chose the second heart, we're going to start with the tarot to get a better idea about who this person is that is coming in for you, who your next love will be. Let's take these turned over cards. And we're going to start off with the tarot. Then I'm going to take other cards, which are my own cards, to get a far, far detailed understanding and idea about who this person is. And we're going to look at their appearance, their physical appearance. We're going to look at their likes. We're going to look at their lifestyle. We're going to look at profession, love language. We're really going to do a deep, deep dive. Let's take one more. There we go. Got 2 that popped out. We're going to take both of them. Okay. So let's have a look at this so we can get some idea about this person that's coming in for you. Okay, so this person has definitely experienced some major heartbreak in the recent past, some absolute major heartbreak, and they're at the end of their healing. It's probably taken them some time to kind of get over it, whatever really hurt them, disappointed them, let them down, and they're coming out of it now. They're coming out of it, and they're looking at everything with a clear head. They understand what's happened in the past. They are very clear about not wanting to repeat that kind of situation and that kind of pattern. They want to move away from everything that came before it in terms of all this turbulence, all this hurt, all this, this burden, this heaviness that came with this past relationship. They want to move away from it, and they're using their clear logic and mind to help them, heal and move away from it. And now they really want to, they're going to really tune in to what they feel will work for them. And they're serious now. They don't want to fool around anymore. They don't want to get involved with the wrong person again. They want somebody now that they can build a future with. They're done with all this messing around, fooling around, cheating, lying, betrayal. They're done with that. Whether this came because I've got this such a heartbreak here. I would imagine that this was the injured party, although we really don't know. It could have been whatever it was. I'm sure they were both parties were really, really hurt, so we can't say that. But they don't want any of this dark, heavy sadness anymore. They're wanting to move on to a whole new era in terms of love. They want something that's blessed, and they want something that is committed. They feel like they've waited long enough. They want something that they've never had before. They want something that is going to work for them in a way that has never worked before, and something that they can then commit to. Be it long-term or be it a marriage, they want to go for it. They want to go the whole distance this time. Okay, so there we have the lay of the land in terms of some background. Now we're going to have a look to see if we can get any ideas about their physical appearance. So let's start with that. Okay, so we've got auburn hair. So auburn hair is like brownish, maybe a little bit of red in it. We've got green eyes. Okay, let's see what else we can get. Okay, they could have also very dark eyes, or they could have these if they do have green eyes, it's very, very intense. They're like very intense, deep, brooding eyes. Okay, let's see what else we can get from here. Okay, black hair. So we've got auburn hair or black hair. Got green eyes or dark eyes, or very, very intense, brooding eyes. Let's see if we can get another few options here. Oh, now we get brown eyes. Okay, so in terms of the eyes, we've got quite a lot of possibilities. We've got the green eyes, we've got this deep, dark, brooding eyes, and we've got brown eyes. And I want to see, so that this person, obviously, the eye color is really, can go any way. Their hair will probably be curly. I'm just going to start piling, they probably have curly hair. And let's see, one more, because we've got so many on the eyes. And we've got fair hair. So there's definitely a lot about the hair for you, group number 2. And there's quite a lot of varieties. We've got the fair hair and the auburn hair. We've got black hair as well. So there's definitely quite a variation. It's not giving us a definite, distinct appearance here. So when we get something like this with such a mix, they're saying that this person is going to come in any package. Just be on the lookout for them. There's not a set package in terms of appearance, a set look. So now what I want to do is I want to have a look at what they like to eat when you're out on the town, where they like to go out to eat, what they like to drink, so we can see what kind of what kind of outings you'll be having when you're out and about. Okay, they like a good hamburger and chips, a bit of the old junk food every now and then. They're not opposed to that at all. Sushi, like sushi. Seafood, they like going out for seafood, so it's quite a mix. We've got the sushi, the seafood, and a bit of junk food. They also don't mind having healthy food every now and then. They're not opposed to that. So if you're more of a healthy eater, they're not opposed to that at all. They seem to have this person really does seem to have there's a lot of diversity coming in. I'm going to take one more, and they like to drink wine. They like a good quality glass of wine. So when we get such diversity, we've got such diversity in the looks, and I'm also getting such diversity in their likes in terms of going out and eating and drinking. The message here for you, group number 2, is there is honestly the package this person is. There is no package. You will know them when you meet them. Don't be this is just like hints for you, and maybe we're going to get more clarification when we look at the other cards. But in terms of like appearances and going out, I think this person, in terms of going out, they're completely and utterly flexible. I think it's what you like to do. They'll just like, oh, you want to go for a hamburger and chips? Great. Oh, you want to go for a salad? Great. They're going to be very much like, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. And when the appearance, when I get so much, options in terms of appearance, it tells me there's just expect the unexpected. There is no set pattern coming in. Expect the unexpected, and it's going to work. Right, now I'm going to take a look at their lifestyle. So here we're going to get a bit more idea in terms of their lifestyle, what they like, where they live, all these kind of things. Okay, so the first thing we get is the city. So this tells me that they either live in a big city or they like to travel to cities. Two jumped out here. We've got the cycling card. They love to cycle and they love adventure travel. So they're all for, going out, even if it's just an overnight into the wilderness, into the mountains, the forest, walking, exploring, maybe camping overnight. They very much enjoy that. They love bowling. Oops. Let's see what these cards are. They probably have a dog, or they love dogs. I'll take one more. And they enjoy the theatre. So there you go. You've got, like I said, this person is really interesting. From camping and adventure travel to the love of the theatre. This is a very, very interesting person. Very interesting person. And what is so nice is their diversity. And I think if you really don't like, for example, cycling, or of course you don't have to do that with them, or just say you don't like adventure travel, they'll be quite happy to go and explore a big cosmopolitan city with you. This person is, I would say, is really not set in their ways. They are extremely open to opportunities. They are extremely open to new experiences. This person is not somebody you can put in a box. I'm just going to move that there so we can take our next load of cards. And now we're going to get an idea about profession, what kind of industry they work in. Now I'm just going to take more than one here because of course we're speaking to a lot of people. So let's see what we have here in terms of profession. Okay, the first one that jumped out is film. So somebody who works in the film industry, anything to do with film. He could be, you know, like work for a large company, or he could just be, you know, like somebody who does his own, has his own channel and webinars and that kind of thing. Okay, so we've got the detective card as well. So somebody who works for the law, in terms of detective, maybe a police, something like that. And then we've got the fireman. Funny that came up before as well. So somebody who is a civil servant. This could be as well a police. It could be somebody in the army. It's somebody who has great sense of responsibility for his community, for his and her community, and really wants to help people. I'll take one more for you. Group number 2. Let's take one more. And we've got somebody who works in construction. So that could be putting up new apartments. It could be building homes. Somebody, it could be anybody who has anything to do with developing of homes, neighborhoods, that kind of thing. So anything to do with that. Right. Now we are going to have a look at their love language. So this is how they're going to express themselves and show themselves in the relationship in love. Okay, let's take this one. Okay, this one is. So this one tells me that they are really, really going to want to do something, some activity, some kind of, maybe it's a sport. It doesn't have to be dancing, you know, salsa dancing, ballroom dancing. It could be cooking classes. It could be even like cycling together, running together. They're going to want to do something that it's just your thing. That's something that you do together, either on a weekly basis or something that you do on a, whoopsie, which one did dropped? Let's just see which dropped there. Okay. Right, they're going to do something on a weekly or daily, not daily, maybe even a daily basis, but it's your thing, something that you guys can do together. They're very, very happy just to stay at home, be with you, chat, lie on the couch, sit together, talk about the day's events, how you feeling, what's happened in your day, what do you want to share. He'll probably rub your feet while you have a glass of wine and chat about what's happened during the day. Okay, they're going to love to prepare food for you, to cook for you, to spoil you. Right, let's take this one. Okay, there's also going to be a lot of communication via cellular or mobile. It probably, maybe in the beginning, there'll be a lot of like flirting and little sexy messages, but I think it might even continue for the duration of the relationship, where it'll be, hi sweetie, what are you doing, how are you feeling, what do you want me to make you for dinner tonight. I think it'll be like this will be a strong way of keeping, you know, in touch during the day, seeing how each other is doing. Let's take one more for you. Okay. But this card is, I think you're going to be very much in tune mentally. You're both on the same page, intellectually speaking. You have the same thoughts, the same feelings. You have the same thoughts and feelings of things that are of high value in terms of your belief system. So you're very, very in tune with each other. You probably really can look at each other and know what each other is thinking, what each other is feeling. There's a lot of connectivity here. A lot of connectivity, not only physically, but definitely mentally as well, which brings a whole nother layer to the relationship. Now we're going to have a look at their personality. We're going to try and get some hints about their personality. Okay, they're going to be very romantic, Very, very romantic. You can expect the flowers, the gifts, the little notes. We have, confirmation here. They're going to be there's a lot of attention to detail. A lot of attention to detail. They're also very, very smart. They are very smart. Okay, let's see what else we've got. I think they could be quite insecure. When you first meet them, there's definitely going to be an element of insecurity. So, but I think this will fade as they get more confident. If you remember, I just want to find that card for you. They've come from this heartbreak situation. So they're definitely going to come in carefully. They're definitely going to come in carefully, and they don't want to get their heart shattered again. So just, be gentle, because there is going to be an element of insecurity. But as soon as they feel more confident about the relationship, they are definitely going to show this more romantic side, and all this beautiful love language is going to start revealing itself. They are inclined to be quite moody. So you just don't take that personally. There are people who just, at certain times just need to withdraw and just do their own thing. So that's just something to be aware of. It's no reflection on the relationship, and it's certainly no reflection on you. There are just people who just need their own time to unwind and do their thing. And they're generally a very, very, very happy, optimistic person. Very, very optimistic, happy, and I think it's going to bring a lot of light and happiness into your life. So as soon as you get over the insecurity, I would not worry about this. You'll be able to manage the moodiness. I don't think it's going to be anything that's going to be detrimental to your relationship at all. It's just something that you need to be aware of so you can manage it. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and please take care of yourselves. Hi everybody who chose heart number 3. We're going to start off with the tarot to see some background about this person that is coming in, and then I'm going to use different cards to get much further detail about who this person is in terms of their appearance, in terms of job, their love language, their lifestyle, their personality. So let's take this one. I wanted to pop. We're really going to get great clarification. So that's too many. I'm going to just redo that so we can get a few more cards. There we go. I'll take one more. Okay. So let's see what we have. Group number 3, about this person that is coming in for you. Okay. So this person has been looking for a meaningful relationship for quite some time. They have probably been doing their, I would call it manifesting, but it's probably because, when you think about something a lot and you dream about it and you have your ideal person, he's got a lot, he's really been wishing and hoping and dreaming for this new relationship, this new start, this new beginning, this new opportunity. This person they want the security of a family. They want to put down foundations with somebody. They want to grow with somebody. If it's relevant, to have children with them, to have the house, the 2 dogs. If it's not relevant with the children, they want to still build something that has strong foundations and that can move towards a solid future. I think they have been feeling quite trapped in terms of not knowing where to go to find this person, where to look, feeling like there's no opportunities out there. I don't know which way to go. As much as it's such a strong need, and it has been for a while, they've gone through a period where they thought there was just, oh my gosh, there's just nobody out there. I'll never find this person. I'll never have my wish fulfilled. But they seem to be coming out of it. We've got the 2 aces here, which is such a good sign for newness, for opportunity, for bringing. They're coming out of this funk that they were in, this like dark place where like there's no hope, there's nobody, I don't know which way to go. They're coming out of it, and they're now feeling something's changed. Something's definitely changed with them. They're feeling, okay, I'm ready. I'm going to start looking. I'm going to start getting out there. I'm going to be open for new opportunities. So timing for this person, for finding someone, is really, really good. So what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to have a look to see if we can get some more ideas about them in terms of their physical appearance. So let's take a look at these cards, which is going to give us an idea about their physical appearance. First one we get is green eyes. So they'll probably have shades of, it doesn't have to be green, but of course shades of green. They'll probably have green eyes. Okay, they're going to probably be of medium height. So they'll probably be either like a similar height to you or perhaps a bit taller. Okay, let's see if we can get some more cards about this person. Okay, so whatever they, with their eyes, they're going to have some kind of, if it's probably like a darkish gray, and there is definitely like, can you see this intensity and this smoldering? Their eyes are probably like, when you look into their eyes, you feel like you can really like get lost in them. They have this intensity to them. They have this depth to them. Okay, what else can we get? Okay, we've got auburn hair. So they'll probably have like light brownish, reddish hair. And we're going to take one more card in terms of their physical appearance. One more card in terms of their physical appearance. One more card. Okay, there is also a possibility that they could be, so we had that they could be the same height of you and a little taller, and now we're getting confirmation they could also be the same height as you and perhaps even a little shorter. So that's what we have in terms of the physical appearance. I'm just going to move this away so there's room for the cards. Now we're going to take a look at what they like to do when they go out in terms of eating and drinking. So if you're going out for dinner with this person or you're going to get a drink, what are their preferences? Okay, so this person is quite a healthy eater. So you can imagine that they'll probably, if you're going for lunch or something, I would imagine it would be a salad or, you know, something really healthy. And they have a sweet tooth. Okay, so yes, they're healthy, but thank goodness it's not an extreme. There's certainly no extreme here because there's always room for dessert. And I like a person who likes dessert. So there's always room for dessert, and they're quite open to trying all the different delicious desserts out there. They like pizza. So going out, so obviously there's probably like, they keep healthy most of the time, but they've got a sweet tooth which they indulge in. They're very happy to go out and get a pizza or a pizza takeaway. They like tea, so that'll probably be their choice of drink. And let's try and take one more. Let's get one more. And now I've got junk food. So this person can go any which way when it comes to food. They probably keep healthy a lot of the time, but if they feel like they're a burger and chips, absolutely, definitely. A pizza takeaway, definitely. So I think it's kind of a really, really nice balance in terms of getting out and eating. Now we're going to have a look to find out more about their lifestyle. So I'm just going to move this out the way. So we've got room here to find out more about their lifestyle, what they like to do, where they like to go. Let's have a look a little bit further about their lifestyle. Okay, our first one. Okay, this comes up a lot. It's so interesting. It's adventure travel, adventure awaits. They're quite adventurous in terms of when they travel. So we've got the backpack here. We can say that they like to probably go camping and go on hikes and sleeping overnight. But I think this also relates to adventure travel. So anything to do with maybe going on a yachting trip or a cycling trip, anything that's got to do with adventure and their passion and nature. I think this will involve that. Let's see what else we can get. They like the theatre, so they've definitely got that side to them. They like bowling, so they're quite diverse in their likes, which is nice, because that gives you, they love nature. So we've got confirmation there. They love to be out in nature. Let's take one or two more in terms of lifestyle. They probably have a cat, or they love cats, maybe just animals in general. So that's nice. So it's always a good sign if somebody likes animals. Take one more. And cycling. So probably cycling is their way of keeping fit, and they probably do that on a regular basis. Okay, so now we have a little bit more detail about them. Now we are going to have a look and see what industry or profession they could probably be in. And I'm going to take 2 or 3 of these because you'll be speaking to me. I'm speaking to many people, so we want to try and cover at least 3 possibilities. Okay, so the first industry could be photography. They could be a cameraman, they could be a wildlife photographist, they could be somebody who does it for a studio, but definitely something to do with photography. Then I've got somebody who works with animals. So he could be a vet, he or she, they could be a vet, they could have anything to do with animals, maybe run an animal shelter, anything to do with animals. And we know that this person loves animals from having the cat. I'm going to take one more. Okay, and they work as part of a team. So that wherever they work in they've either got a team or they've got staff. They don't work alone. Okay, so there you go with regards to profession. Now we're going to have a look and see what their love language is. So this is what you can expect from them in terms of their behavior once you're in a relationship. So this is such a nice card. This is such a great card. It's when you sleep together, when you fall asleep, it's like coming home. It's like the most natural and comfortable place to be for you. It's like in his arms. You know, sometimes people can't sleep when somebody holds them when they need their own space. With this person, it's not going to be like that at all. You're going to sleep very close together. You're going to spoon, and it's going to feel like the most natural, comfortable way of sleeping. It's like, yes, this is where I belong. Okay, they're going to be very keen to do something together in terms of a sport or a hobby. So here I've got them doing dancing, so maybe salsa dancing, ballroom dancing, but this is just telling me that they want to do something that it's just you and him. So you have your thing together. So whether it's, cooking lessons or learning a new sport, learning a new hobby, or whatever it is, they're going to be very keen that you have your time and your special thing that you can do together. Okay, let's see what else we can get. They love to go on romantic dinners, just the two of you. So for them, it's just spending time with you, a nice dinner, a glass of wine, speaking about your relationship, speaking about the day's events. They love this kind of intimacy. They love this kind of intimacy, and they will always be up for it. Okay, this person is going to be your number one supporter. They're going to be there. You're going to be your cheerleader. They're going to have your back in no matter what you choose to do and how you choose to do it. They're going to say, I've got you. I've got you. You go ahead. You do it. I'm with you all the way. So really, these are really wonderful traits to have in a relationship. And the last one is, oh yeah, they have big intentions for this relationship. If everything goes well, as we can see, if everything goes well, there's going to be they're going to want this to go the distance. And we saw that with the Ten of Pentacles. They want the complete package. They want the family, the dogs, the home. They want the complete package, and they can see this potential with you. Now I'm going to take a further look to see if we can get more interesting ideas about their personality. Okay, they are absolutely smitten with you. Look at these, what I call googly eyes. This person is completely smitten with you. They're like, wow. Every time they look at you, it's like, how did I get so lucky? This is like, they really think you are amazing. This person is very kind and compassionate. I know I keep saying this to everybody who gets this card ever. It's I think this is one of the most important attributes you want in a partner, to be kind and to be compassionate, because if somebody is kind and compassionate, there's always that element of thinking before they do something. They're always taking in your feelings, your thoughts. I think that is one of the most important things in a relationship, is kindness. Going to be very physically attracted to you, and is going to be quite he's going to show his love for you. He'll want to hold hands. He wants to sleep close to you. He will want to, like, if you go out to a romantic dinner, there'll be hand holding. He might stroke your hair. There's definitely a lot of physical attraction and also physical affection. Oh, very romantic. Very, very romantic. You can expect the flowers. You can expect, unexpected presents, unexpected chocolates, little notes. Nice. That sounds very, very nice. Very nice, group 3. Take one more. And this man is smart. Or woman, sorry. This person is smart. They are smart. They've got a good head on their shoulders. They know what they want, and they are going out and getting it. So that looks really, really nice, group 3. So that's all I have for you right now. I wish you all the very, very best, and please take care of yourselves. Welcome everybody who chose heart number 4. We're going to start off with the tarot to get a better idea about who this person is. So this will give us just some background information about who this person is, where they're coming from, what they're looking for, where they've been. And then I'm going to take different cards. Whoops, these are flying out. I'm going to take different cards to get far more detail in terms of their appearance, their personality, their lifestyle, their love language. To pop out. Take one or two more. And one more. Okay, 2 more. We're going to take them. Oh, and these are really nice. Really, really nice. Okay. So, group number 4. What we have is somebody who is very, very emotionally intelligent. This person is somebody who is completely in tune with the bigger picture of life, the things that are not tangible in terms of money. For them, it's like they are very attuned in terms of what the fundamentals that make a relationship work, the actual emotional connection that is needed, the kind of interaction that makes an emotional, a successful relationship work. They're very, very in tune with that. They know exactly in terms of emotion what they need and what they require and what they've got to give. This person has done a lot of work on themselves. They've done a lot of work on themselves. They've really done an emotional, deep dive to see what kind of patterns and relationships came before that didn't work, that caused them really great anxiety and distress. They want to understand what they did in this situation and what they can do going forward, that they don't repeat this. There's an immense amount of emotional growth in this person, immense amount, and they've really taken on board everything they've been through and looked at it. And the nice thing is they've come out on the other side, and they've come out really ready. Look at this. We've got the Sun, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Cups. This person is in such a good place right now. They've done all the hard stuff, and now they are ready for a brand new way of loving, a brand new way of being in a relationship. And this is a very mature way. It's a very stable way. It's a very solid way. So this is what we can see right now about this person. So what I will start off with, physical appearance, and then we'll take the other cards to get further detail. So let's see if we can get a good idea about their physical appearance. Okay, so we've got green eyes. Got the green eyes. We've got brown hair. So they've got brown hair, and we've got curly hair. So they've got brown hair, and it's probably curly with green eyes. Let's see what else we can get. Okay, I've got two here. We've got somebody, I think this person will be probably same height as you or taller than you. And then I've got blue eyes. So I think their eyes are probably between this blue-greeny shade, maybe like more green, maybe more blue, or maybe a mixture of it. But they've definitely got the blue and green in their eyes. Now we're going to just move that. So we've got room. We're going to take a look to see what you can expect on your nights out. What do they like to eat? What do they like to drink? Let's see if we can get a good idea when they're going out. It doesn't have to be at night, of course. What would they prefer to eat and drink? Okay, so this person is a coffee drinker. They probably take their coffee quite seriously. They probably won't drink any coffee. You know, we get these coffee connoisseurs. They know the best places to go for the really, really good coffee, and they'll probably have like a good coffee machine at home and take it. The drinking of coffee is like a ritual for them. It's like, you know, it's not just something that they'll just take an instant coffee and put it in a cup and with a bit of water and milk. No, I think it's more something very like high quality. And if you go out for coffee, it's not just to any old place. It'll be a specific place. They like Mexican or spicy food. There's definitely a like for hot and spicy food. They generally like to eat healthy. Let's see what else we can get. So now that's a lovely contradiction. They like to eat healthy, but they're also quite open for the occasional burger and chips. So I like that, because anything that doesn't show like, an adamant, fanatic way of anything is always nice. Take one more. And they like tea as well. So they probably, as much as they love their coffee, they probably also have the same kind of enjoyment for good tea. So there you have it in terms of their likes and dislikes when it comes to food and drink. Now we're going to take a look at their lifestyle. We're going to see what you can expect in terms of lifestyle from this person, or how they live, where they live, what they like to do in their free time. So they probably are runners. So this is how they keep fit. They like to run. They like to travel. So you can expect for spontaneous weekends away, longer trips. Traveling is definitely something that is of importance to them and they enjoy. They like the beach. So sunny days, summer days, you can expect to find this person on the beach. They like nature, trying to make room for everything. Let's take one or two more to get a nice feel. Oops, way too many, but we will take this one because it was separate. And they probably have a dog or love animals. So they probably have a dog and absolutely have a strong love for animals. So that's really always nice to know, especially for all the dog lovers and animal lovers out there. Now what I'd like to do is take the cards to see what kind of job or profession, industry they work in. I'll take about 3 because it's not obviously just one person. Let's just give this a shuffle that we're talking to. So I'll take about 3 cards to give us a bit of options and variety. So we've got the camera, so they're probably something to do with a cameraman or photography, maybe wildlife, maybe something in the studio, maybe for an agency, maybe portrait photography, something to do with photography. They're very, very creative. With that kind of goes together maybe with the photography, but this they could also just be maybe they're a graphic designer, maybe they're anything to do with design, art, something like that. I'll take one more. Take this one, music. Okay, so this person could either work also in music. They could be in the music industry. They could be a DJ. They could produce music. They could be a music a manager, something in the... So we've got the camera, very creative in terms of art and music. So those are the industries we are picking up. Now I'm going to take a look and I want to get an idea about their love language. So this means this is what you can expect once you're with this person, how they're going to express and show their love. We're going to look at ways they're going to do this. Okay, so this is my card that shows me that when you dance together, you have your own special technique and way that you're so in tune with each other that you know how sometimes you just see these couples that when they dance together they look complete like they've been doing it for years and years and years, and you can't help but watch and stare. You're going to have that with this person. When you dance together, it is a complete connection. You just have the same style, you enjoy the same music, you have a lot of fun, and you're actually quite unaware of like what a sensation you are on the dance floor. Now this card, I know it's also dancing, but this is my card that tells me that this person wants to do something like an activity or a hobby. That could of course be dancing, ballroom dancing, salsa dancing. It could be cooking, it could be a sporting activity, it could be anything, maybe even painting or something, but that you do just the two of you. Something that is yours, that you do maybe once, twice a week, that you go off and do this activity that just belongs to you two. He just wants something that is yours. Okay, this is my comfortable silence card. So you can spend time together reading a book at home, in a park, not saying anything, maybe not even reading. You can just be drinking wine at a cafe, staring at the past of what, people watching. You're so comfortable together that you don't have to speak. You don't have to speak. It's just like you can spend hours together just doing things quietly without speaking. That's the comfortable silence that we're talking about. They're very, very keen on romantic dinners. They love going out to dinner, just the two of you, where you can have, intimate conversations. This person is very emotionally mature, so they want to spend a lot of time with you, one-on-one, understanding what's going on for you. Where's your head at? And then the last card I get is my supporter card. This person is going to be your number one supporter, your number one cheerleader. They're going to have your back. They're going to support you in whatever you do. They're going to encourage you. They're going to ensure that they're there for you. So, in terms of a relationship, who could ask for more? Now we're going to have a look at their personality. Let's see what personality traits we can get about this person that is coming in for you. They are romantic. You can expect the flowers. You can expect unexpected surprises, gifts. They are very, very romantic. They are very, very taken with you. They're like smitten. This is my smitten card. I call that the googly-eyed guy. He's just like crazy about you. Absolutely crazy about you. Smitten with you. I love this card. This man is very kind and very compassionate. So for me personally, this is not the number one thing that I would say is so important in a relationship, is that your partner is kind and compassionate, because there's always going to have nothing's going to there's going to be ups and downs in a relationship. But if you with somebody who is truly kind and truly compassionate and takes what you're going through under consideration, you can't lose. It's always going to be okay at the end of the day. Let's see what else we can learn about them. Okay, so they are inclined to be a little bit moody. So you just need to be aware of that. I really don't think it's a huge disadvantage to this. I think it's just to be aware that some people probably just need some time on their own. Maybe comes home from work and it's a very stressful job, or being with a lot of people the whole day, probably just needs a little bit of downtime. And I think once you understand what works for this person and what they need, you'll be able to manage that with ease. And the last card is they have a little bit of shyness about them. So probably initially when you're getting to know each other, there'll be a little bit of shyness, and they won't want to do anything wrong, and they won't want to upset you. And before they really come out of their shells and really get kind of out there on the dance floor and winding and dining, they're definitely going to be so careful of not to make any mistakes. So that's what I have for you, group number 4. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you all the very, very best, and please take care of yourselves.